in the match and to qualify, Stumpy, our team Vitality. But is that how it's going to pan out?
Yep, you're right. Vitality. Winning in. You win it, you get the major. Happy days. Europe's got their top four sorted. But Oxygen can really throw a spanner in the works. If they beat Vitality, that then still leaves Oxygen and Moist with a chance of making the major. That then means Oxygen needs to beat Moist a little bit later on, and then they will make the major. And if Moist win it, they then need to win the regional and then beat Moist again to make the major. Every kind of permutation, but EXO continues with the basics and gets the immediate goal.
It's something we're learning from this version of Oxygen. They are never simple to beat. Just 11 seconds into the game, they grab their first. I love that goal explosion as well, the shark rising. And it does seem that that's what Oxygen want to be, chasing them like the shark from Jaws, you know, approaching Vitality and clutching their spot.
It's going to be a huge undertaking for Oxygen. We've seen how they want to perform versus these top teams, and they couldn't do it previously when they faced off versus BDS. When they faced off versus Gentlemates, and when they faced off versus Carmine Corp as well. You would expect more from them. And EXO put that out there as well. And we said it the other day. We love that EXO wants to come out and say, look, I don't care what you think. I'm here to play my game. This is your chance to prove it. Make that major and show everyone why you belong here, Oxygen.
Team Vitality are the favourites in this series, and you can understand why. You know, they've had some top performances, but bear in mind, while they went 3-0 in the Swiss yesterday, the teams they beat are ones that you would expect them to beat pretty much every time. They beat Endpoint, they beat Team 3, and they beat top Cougars in the upper part of the Swiss. So it's by no means that they had to travel through something particularly difficult by these standards yesterday. So that's something that Oxygen can take. Well, they had to qualify in 3, but they've certainly started better. Oski just challenging his way through. Archie's coming in, should score, but Zen saves.
Just about managed to poke it out the wrong side, does the Vitality defender. Now up onto the backboard is Alpha, lures out Oski, actually tries to send it back inwards with the Doomsy Dish. So Oski is going to be able to block it and then get sent to the graveyard for his troubles. 100 boost spawn nicely for EXO, and he decides to turn right back around and head home, turning the car straight back. EXO now getting a little bit in the way of Archie, and then the ball flying in from Alpha. A bit of a disaster class there for EXO.
Yeah, I mean, cool guys don't look at explosions, but I think I want to see this one again. EXO gets a touchdown for Alpha as well. An awkward moment, but we're early on in this series, so no harm done just yet, because of course, Stumpy, this is a best of 7. It's going to be an exhaustive hour or so of Rocket League coming up.
Oh wait, are they not best of 5s? Because every other game we've had today has either gone to 4 or 5 games. We're actually allowed to go to 6 and 7, are we?
We can. Please. We can be all at 6s and 7s, just like Oxygen's defense were just then.
Please, give us more than 5 games, Oxygen Vitality. Make this day a little bit longer than just a little European drive-by.
Alpha sends that one towards Zen, who's just waiting. EXO's challenging him as well. EXO staying involved there where Alpha was waiting. They're certainly doing well, Oxygen, to send Vitality back, but that little fake from Zen should open up a little bit of space for Team Vitality. I'd say, apart from that mistake from Oxygen, they've started off this game looking a little bit better. Yeah,
they've made sure that their defense, yes, is a little bit scrambly. We did have that error, but their offense has looked powerful. They've made sure to send multiple players to attack any given ball, and that's what we've seen as a real definer between top teams. They aren't scared, they aren't afraid to send a couple of players to any given play. Now, EXO wants to be the first man to it. Redosin with a huge backflip. Actually flicks the ball straight back into the blue half. Alpha's going to be trying to find Zen, but Oski with a huge interception. Not an open net, though, as Redosin sits firm.
Team Vitality, who will still be reeling from the last time they were in the quarterfinals a couple of weeks ago when they were humiliated by Carmine Corp. They'll want to change that here. Zen more than anyone as he rises up and slaps it home.
Absolutely banged in from the Alpha assist. Beats out Oski, who pushed himself a little bit too far up, then can't quite stretch back and tip the ball over the crossbar. Zen identifies the open net, and Zen strikes.
Vitality already looking a lot more fluent than the last time they did in a best of 7, which is good to see and expected to see as well. Oxygen going to have to struggle their way through. Archie gets a nice little touch there, but actually Zen closes him down. Zen's now following it up. You do not want to give that man that much space. Never ends well. Archie sends it backwards. More awkwardness here from Oxygen. And while they had so much time and space earlier, right now it's Vitality bullying them. And I think that Oxygen can only blame themselves.
They are everywhere right now. It is a conveyor belt. And Redosin beats out 2 defenders, both Archie and Oski committing to that one. 2 goals clear now are Vitality with no signs of slowing down.
I think that Oxygen will be pretty frustrated because barely 30 seconds. Oh, everyone's faked it. 1 minute. Anyone gonna... Place your bets. Hey, there it is. We have a ball hit, ladies and gentlemen. We have a ball hit, and it was Zen.
And Zen can't quite set up Redosin, unfortunately. Can't quite get that fourth goal on Vitality's scoreline. Alpha slams Archie into the nether realm. Redosin, huge pinch over towards the other side, and we are now seeing a chase having to come through for Oxygen. Something has to happen. Oscar with a double reset, but no contact on the second.
Archie does well, though, to avoid the bump there, but Zen just steams in. Is this one going all the way in? Yes, it is, and in about 30 seconds, they'll hit the ball from the next kickoff.
Huge. Just Zen, again, with a beat, and I think that's just, it's Archie not expecting the immediate dive in, but why would Zen not dive in there? If you're going to pop it up, you're being challenged straight away.
Are they going to hit it?
Abacum.
Oh, hey! They've done it from the off. Well done, we're all improving.
Redosin now midfield, finds Zen on the left, relatively open. Ixo's going to try and block that one out, sends it top corner. Alpha goes central, no, instead goes on his own, gets a catch from that early flip. Redosin now, Archie with a challenge, top corner save, manages to tap it away, and a decent chance for a counter-attack here. Oxygen, though, aren't quite able to take it. Zen, no side will redirect. Redosin trying to get it back towards Zen. Again, still nothing, but a managed game from Vitality.
I'll tell you what as well, Zen is looking a little bit spicy. He's pixels away from some of these redirects. And he's going for the old, you know, single resets, double resets. Certainly seems to have mechanics on his mind, but he's tackled in mid-air there by Ixo. Oxygen trying to get something going. It is Ixo all by himself, and it is a chance for Oxygen.
No touch from anybody on Vitality, and great ambition for Ixo there, immediately challenging Zen on that sidewall. And I think Alpha and Redosin caught sleeping at the back somewhat, because neither of them could make contact either. Now, only 2 goals separating Oxygen from a potential overtime. This kickoff vital, a relatively straightforward one, but Redosin does what Alpha could not do a few weeks ago, and trends backwards.
Well done, Redosin. Vitality are learning. Fairy Peak has been in their head saying, in this situation, head towards the ball. You do not need to score again. Vitality have made up for previous errors. As Zen should be able to just let this ball drop. There's still 15 seconds left, so a goal here would put a few caps among a few pigeons, but it does seem that Vitality are able to get it away, and Stumpy Goblin, Team Vitality, will take game number 1.
Relatively routinely as well. Yeah, they were down to begin with. Oscar going to be sending this, trying to get a little cheeky play. Isn't able to. Corner bounce for him. And Vitality, game number 1, as most would expect. And Cole. Dirty with it, and Vitality / Karming Corp in the previous example wanted to have a bit more structure, make sure that they were able to form the game around their own game plan. Oxygen, as I said, do not respond particularly well to that, but the quality of the players on Oxygen can absolutely take Vitality out of most situations. They just need to actually put themselves in situations to do so.
Oxygen, who are still vying to be the 4th team from Europe to make it to Copenhagen, but they have to make a stand now. It starts with that save from Oski. A good start again from Team Vitality from the kickoff. Certainly something they've been working on based on this evidence so far. I love the fact that this kickoff meta has really become a thing. It's taken us, what, 12 seasons, 13 seasons, but finally they are making the most of these set plays.
Archie moving Alpha from that back corner. Redosin has to just stretch himself back a little bit, low on boost. He's going to leave Vitality scrambling somewhat in defense. Alpha taking a sensible 50, but Ixo's going to be there with a fantastic challenge. Gets a good chance to get the ball in. Pats it back towards the midfield. Archie a shot just wide of target. Redosin is going to be able to send it away. But I love what we saw from Ixo there, keeping himself busy and awkward when he's in that Vitality back third.
I also like the idea from Archie as well, trying to wrong wheel the 2 defenders. It didn't quite work, he didn't connect well enough, but the idea was a good one.
Minute gone, no instance so far. Oski tapping it central. Zen helps it along the way, and Ixo's going to be there to respond to it. Ixo playing very reactively, and then being in positions where it's going to be fortuitous to his team. I'm liking where Ixo's positioned a lot, and that 50 going slightly the way towards Vitality, passing it central. Redosin catches up on it. I kind of assumed that an Oxygen defender was going to touch that, but Alpha's touchback completely caught everybody off guard.
Yeah, I mean, Zen was also going for a bump on Oski, which made it even trickier for him, but I think it's the fact the win there from Alpha over the top of Ixo completely through the defense. No, by no means did they think that if Alpha was going to beat Ixo, he'd get it cleanly, and it shows the pace of Alpha.
Yeah, making sure as well, as you said, Zen, making sure that Oski keep him grounded. If he's not grounded, then he's going to be a threat, and Redosin and Zen making threats of each other, bumping each other around a little bit in defense, but again, Oxygen not able to form too much of an offense based off that one error.
Zen's just going to wait here to see Alpha dribble it away. Vitality have had 1 or 2 hairy moments in defense over the last 20 seconds, but seem to have figured things out and gone on to firmer ground now as Ixo makes a little quick fire save there and gets it over the top of Radosin. Archie's helping him out. Is that a double commit? Yes, it is. For a second, I thought they were pinching or something smart, but just a good old-fashioned WC.
Oh!
Oski keeps going, but can't quite
That was a great shot from Oski. Manages to get it on target. Radosin half in and then manages to tap it straight back out again. Radosin again in that back corner, making it awkward for anybody on Oxygen to get a touch of this ball on just wide of target. I thought that'd be on target. Had to really get it in the top corner. Archie being bumped by Radosin. Nobody on Oxygen feeling firm on their feet in their own goal.
Yeah, but they're coming forward yet again, though. These challenges seem to be a real avenue that Oxygen can make the most out of. Getting into the Vitality corner and just squishing the ball into the center, but they need that second man to be slightly further forward at times, I'd say, for Oxygen. As another pinch comes in, Archie's trying to get some bumps as he comes out. Here comes Ixo, a great challenge there from Alpha. But it's going to fall to Archie. Ixo's going for more bumps. He loves to do this as the first man. And it will fall for Oski, who puts it out wide to Ixo. It's brilliant, but it's hit the post.
Oh, that passing plays, the first time we've really seen those infield passes come to fruition. Unfortunately, not able to have anything from it. Ixo on target this time. A great shot saved by Zed. Archie taps it, passes the ball straight back towards Vitality, who are immediately rushing to attack.
They are currently on 8 saves, Team Vitality. So much defending to be done, especially with these Oxygen players buzzing around them, making things difficult. This one's difficult as well for Zen. Has to keep his composure in front of goal and does. Ixo is coming in quickly. Oxygen have full belief now. Have blood in their veins and they're pushing forward. Archie just has to wait for Alpha to flick it forwards, though. Oxygen are showing signs, Stumpy. They're more likely to get this next goal.
They're also getting bumped off the ball so frequently that it looks incredibly frustrating to play against. But Oski finally with a little bit of space to breathe, flicks it over Alpha. Can't quite get it past Zen, unfortunately for him. Alpha now goes for a bump. Oski has to half flip back, trying to get something from that play as we approach the final minute. And the goal for Oxygen has to apparate sometime soon. Ixo central, no second touch. Archie is the deepest third man I've ever seen in my life and isn't able to get to that ball before Radosin does.
Yeah, so low on boost as far as Oxygen are concerned, but Zen somehow gets that one towards the top corner. It's saved by Ixo at the near post. The counter-attacking play from Vitality almost pays dividends. Oxygen's still alive for now. Oski's already up on the wall. Does he pass or shoot? He goes solo to the ceiling. He gets the second touch. It's saved by Zed. Archie's coming in, can't quite get it. Nor can Ixo. Oxygen just can't pull the trigger.
Alpha now sending it long. Nobody on the back now as Radosin removes Oski from the equation. Ixo, 100 boost, dunked by Alpha. Oski has to clear it long, but Radosin again bumping Ixo. Archie's not on the right-hand wing, instead Alpha is. Final 20, Ixo backboard, Oski midfield up high. We've seen those redirects time and time again. This time shut down by a Vitality defender. Ixo again to the backboard, being pushed back when they want to be in that orange half.
Oxygen desperate to send it forward now, but Archie can't get it over the top of Radosin. Again, Radosin is there, doing what he does best, causing that chaos, making things horrible for Oxygen, and in the end, they can't keep it up, and Team Vitality...
Well enough through this event, so Vitality, everything on the line, Oxygen, everything on the line, but right now, the first team, the team in orange, the Buzzing Bees, are the ones ahead.
Moist as well. We had the Joyo interview. He will certainly be rooting here for Oxygen for any chance that they have of making the major, but they might be about to go up in smoke if Vitality keep playing the way they have been. A couple of games away from booking their ticket. The Oxygen have started game 3 better. They're in the ascendancy here. Oski goes for a flip reset, and they have it in Vitality's corner. This is exactly the beginning they needed after their tactical timeout. Until... oh, right. Yeah, I take it back.
Top bins, mate.
Yeah.
Top bins, big man. And it comes all the way from the back corner too. Ixo gets caught out as Radosin lands on it beautifully. Tapped in by Zen. I'm going to count that as Radosin's goal. The stats won't, but I will. Vitality, early lead, as you like.
It's a shame, really, because Oxygen were definitely playing on the front foot from the initial kickoff, but one chance for Team Vitality, and they are ruthless. And I'm sure they will keep on going. The jugular is what they're targeting. Zen over the top of Ixo this time. Oski will be able to get this one to the side easily enough. But look who's there. When Oxygen are clearing it, Stumpy, just track how often it falls to a Vitality player. They come forwards. He's Zen. He's done this before on this map, but can't quite do it this time.
Oski this time shuts him down, but Alpha's going to be there for the second and also acts as the decoy. Radosin coming in with the final tap. He's been setting up players this entire tournament. Alpha leaves it. Archie backflips. No chance to secure it. Radosin, the second within a minute for Vitality.
And you feel that when it's after a tactical timeout and you concede a couple of goals straight away, it really begins to hurt. The same thing happened for Vitality against Carmine Corp on Utopia as well, when they had that disastrous kickoff 2 seconds after their tactical timeout and ended up losing the game. What was it, 6-1, 7-1, something crazy like that? I'm praying the same doesn't happen here.
Bit of fight still left in Oxygen, and after that timeout too, the words are still going to be ringing as much in their heads as it was as this game started. They just need to put them into action. Ixo moving one player from the pitch, got to make them scared on their wheels. Oski does the same. Radosin gone. Archie forgoes the ball, instead goes for a player to commit from Vitality. Oski has to take it slow as it bounces quite awkwardly into his back corner. Archie and Alpha remove each other from the pitch.
Zen is going to be able to send this one long again. Radosin, does he get the redirect? Of course he does.
Steals
it's
it
too
back.
easy for Team Vitality.
He steals it back. All right, fair play. Zen and Radosin are now 1-1 to each other, stealing goals. Great play from him just to move up a little bit further. Can tap it in. 3 goals for Vitality. Timeout so far has very clearly not worked for Oxygen, and they have burned their one lifeline. But Oxygen, off this kickoff, Ixo fakes out going for a breezy, instead finds himself in the corner with a 100 boost. Nobody up at all from Oxygen, thinking, Ixo, pal, what are you doing? Where do we send this ball?
Yeah, the timeout buff is looking more like a timeout bluff right now for Oxygen. It's all being a bit disastrous here. Archie goes for a flip reset. A little moment of magic like that could well bring them straight back into it, but Vitality are not letting them have it. Defending from the front for every single time. It's able to win this race, almost. Couple of important ones.
Excellent demos, though. And Radosin dives in from the side, out of Oski's blind spot, to dispossess him.
Archie's going to be up. Oski's to his side. These passes have to be a bit less floaty, a bit more accurate and fast and sharp from Oxygen. The good news for them is that time is still on their side. We are just about now ticking over into halfway into this game. It's so long away from them, though. Can they get the ball? Can they get some control? Zen up against Archie in the air. Alpha's just been stealing boosts as well. That's something else. Vitality are doing such a good job. Control the boost and the fakes. Paramount too. Zen almost over Oski. A 4th goal will surely kill it, but it won't be now.
We've seen that time and time again too. Vitality, if you think one player is shooting, there's every chance that they're just going to send it away, leave the ball entirely, and then just have a second player come in and take the shot instead. Carmine Corp are famous for doing it as well. Archie's up for the pre-jump. Great innovation there coming from Oxygen Esports.
Alpha's going to be coming in against Oski. Oxygen trying to get something to bubble to the surface. Vitality blocking them every step of the way, but we do have a little period of play where Vitality are a little bit grounded, a little bit stranded. Oxygen can trend forwards into their half, but one challenge changes all that. Then there's the 1-2. Radosin has Ixo in his sights, goes under him almost, but can't quite get the reset.
Yeah, almost secured it, unfortunately, for Radosin. Can't quite get that 4th goal. 90 seconds. That one bouncing very awkwardly, but Alpha's going to be the first player to it. Can clear it neatly into the corner. Backboard bounces down. Archie's there. A glimmer at the end of the tunnel for Oxygen appears.
And you have to say in the last 25 seconds or so, it has been coming. Oxygen have been making more and more forays forward into Vitality's half. Archie got the dunk on the goal line after good work from his teammate. And there you have it. Oxygen are back in it via Ixo's pass.
A nice kickoff as well. Gives Oski a little bit of control of the ball. Ash taps over. If he leaves that, that's a brilliant position for Archie. Ixo needs to be up here. He is. It's on target, but it's a little bit low and slow.
Oski turns it around. Still over a minute. Plenty of time. Oxygen have to make sure they're not snatching at anything. Taking the second spare that they do have. They'll disappear quickly, but for now, you can just take your time, move forward to Vitality's half, and try and get something going again.
This final minute, so important. And Alpha's going to make sure that they nearly enter it with just 4 goals to their name. Instead, it's going to stay that 3-1 scoreline for Vitality. Oski up high. Ixo's there. Maybe that fake would have been better. Maybe Ixo was prepared for that. But instead, Archie sneaks it top left corner. Only 1 left to pull back. And Oxygen are starting to become a light.
Archie, the second punching glove in the 1-2 right there, just pushes that one into the net. And suddenly things get very, very nervy for Team Vitality. How does this kickoff look? It's just the default one. Drive into the ball, send it wide. Then it's Oxygen that it falls to. Zen's in the air.
Great
All
position.
both of his teammates are below him. Oski has a chance to shoot, but I'm not sure he had the angle to score.
Goes opposite corner. Alpha attempts the pinch, but it only goes as far as Archie in that back third. It's a shame that Oski shot that low in the opposite corner. A little bit higher, a little bit more powerful, and it potentially would have been a goal. Oski now removes Alpha out of frustration. No redirect coming through as Archie with low boost falls the ball towards Ixo. Archie now full pressure, but what does that touch do? No one's going to be there for it straight away. Oski now can make something from it. Gets one touch, back to the middle, cleared again. Central from Archie, cleared by Alpha. That seems to be the repeating factor. Up to Ixo, keeps it high. Redosa will be first to it. Archie, any touch is going to do something. Ixo up on that side wall, but the boost is devastating for Oxygen right now.
Yeah, they've got pretty much nothing in the tank. It's completely bare, and Team Vitality are able to send themselves...
Give us a bit of a series past just 4 individual games.
Well, we have a sunset here on this map, but is the sun setting on Oxygen's chance to make it to the Copenhagen Major? They have to turn things around, and they have to start it off right now. Are they able to? Who is the player they turn to? For me, it's Oski. He is the one that has that mechanical ability to unlock Team Vitality, but he has to get hold of the ball.
Great pinch from Archie. Sends it high with the block to Oski. But with a demo on the back line, Oski's touch needs to be good, and Archie comes in to support him. Archie now nice and quick to it. Radosin nice and active himself. Zen into that back corner with a redirect. It's on target, but Oski knows the magic that Zen can put up, was prepared for it.
Yeah, Zen a victim of his own success there. As we do have a pause coming in. It has been called by both Radosin and Zen, so there'll be no controversy there. Thankfully, the ball didn't go in, just there's nothing to discuss in that regard. And we're going to have Vitality fixing things up. Now, Stumpy, my question to you is, who does this benefit?
Gives a little bit of time. Means that now this essentially acts as just a small buffer. A little moment for Oxygen to be able to talk to each other. Make sure that, okay, it's been 45 seconds. Cool, we've got 4 minutes and 15. Let's just reset a little bit, or just continue going on this path that we're on. We've not conceded. We've done that a couple times early in these games. Let's just be good. And we're going to be restarting from 4 minutes 20.
No dramas.
With 0-0, obviously, as that scoreline as well from the kickoff. They just had a little bit of internet problems over at their boot camp.
No dramas at all on this occasion, but you have to be able to reset and get yourself straight back into it, and it does become a bit of a race to get the mentality back. You know, you think you're settled, you think you're into this 4th game, Oxygen fighting for their lives, Vitality, you know, on their winning run, their winning lap. Suddenly that's taken away from you for technical reasons, and you have to get straight back into that mindset. That's where the coaches earn their corner.
Back corner, Oski can take it from this immediate kickoff, works it round Zen, a great demo, and I love the aggression straight away from this kickoff. And I want to see the purpose with every touch from Oxygen. Sometimes they seem a little bit like they don't know what to do with the ball when they do get it. Almost like, oh, we've got the ball now, we have a chance to do something. Oski sending it high, no players to it apart from himself. Gets a reset actually, will be following it, but Zen can block it before it becomes a real threat.
Yeah, Zen does it so smoothly as well, not just getting the block, but just gliding through the air, getting that touch and coming away with the ball, and that has led to the sustained pressure for Team Vitality. Here he is again, the star man, the star player in the world, arguably. Falls to Alpha in the end, though. Dosa's right behind Alpha, trending forward, desperate for this ball to fall to him, but it's Archie that gets it in the end, can't quite get it into Ixo's path. Oxygen always one pass away from a real push against Team Vitality's net. Oski's given a lot of space to Radosin, but it was a very good decision in the end.
Yeah, brilliant defense from Oski, making sure that he's taken everything from any 1v1 that he has played previously and just stays side onto the ball, can get that block out no matter where it ends up coming in, as the pass was the intention. Ixo gets dunked on his attempt. Oski then jumps and leaves the ball towards Archie, who I think has been perennially low on boost, gets bumped out of the way as large Oscar takes the helm.
Zen's just going to wait for this ball to fall for him. So far, neither team able to lay a glove here in this all-important 4th game. It could end here, but not if they score now. Oxygen, they couldn't quite do it. Radosin on the other end, though, might do the same. It's almost over Ixo. Alpha prods it high, but Ixo should be able to get a block. In the end, it's Archie. Both teams with chances, but neither with goals.
I like seeing Archie as well just take the initiative there and just say, look, I've got this ball. Calls Ixo off it. It means that then Boost does get saved. There's no double commit coming in. Alpha into the corner, gets thwarted on that plan by Oski. Back corner again. Over and over a corner battle. Side wall. Archie dunks on Alpha. Zen has to then track back, and Ixo's chance to put a little bit of pressure on. Misses that one, unfortunately. Oski to the ceiling. Gets one, gets two. Unfortunately, 3rd one straight to Radosin.
Vitality, will they be able to get control of this ball? Not just yet. Archie into the center. I thought for a second Alpha had snatched at it. It does fall to Ixo in the end. Here comes Oski, doesn't quite get the bounce read. Radosin should be able to get some sort of assist to his teammates here. This is so dangerous, but Ixo had ice in his blood.
OXG's going to be counting his lucky stars there, that there was nobody from Vitality, because he was not in any position to save that ball away. But it's still 1 minute 45 remaining, 0-0. Both teams having brilliant sniffs at the net. Zen, central, it's a shot, it's a save, it's Radosin at the end.
Yeah, Radosin slamming his face into the ball after Zen had done this to break through Oxygen. Alpha kept it going, and in the end, Radosin says, I'll score then. Goes full pelt at the ball, doesn't even need to jump to potentially send Vitality to the major.
Been big pressure for Vitality so far, and Oxygen have dealt with it incredibly well. Their defense has looked better. Just outplayed on that one chance. OXG removing the danger man. Zen straight off the pitch. Archie now, attention to get it central. Alpha already reading that, goes along with it. Zen has to jump, dodge, can't get that second touch on it. Not quite got the magic of Daniel when he got his insane North American goal over on G2. But Alpha, with a relatively routine shot, forces Archie to make a save. Minute 15, this is Oxygen and Moist's major hopes on the line.
Top defending there from Oski. Zen had a real clearance there in front of their goal, but he stayed tall and strong. Ixo gets half a block. Radosin sends it forward. Archie gets the catch. Still time here for Oxygen. They have to make something happen now. We have seen reverse sweeps begin from one goal when all hope seemed lost, but Alpha could take the last bit away. No, Oski gets the clearance.
Great touch as well towards that side wall. Archie sending it long, trying to find anything from Oxygen, but their pass is still looking relatively aimless.
Alpha wants to put it over the top of Ixo, can't quite do it. Ixo, as high as he can. Oski's there, onto the backboard, is falling down, but Radosin had no one within 100 miles of him.
No one from Oxygen decided to take any initiative and actually try and challenge that ball. Now Archie sending it long, only finds Radosin in the midfield. They can't get it past that halfway line.
20 seconds left, and Team Vitality will lock the door on every other team in Europe. Zen, he sends it high. This could finish it. He's got the reset, has he? He forwards it through. It's not quite there, though.
Final 5, Oxygen. It's the dying seconds of the game. Zen has to have this ball touch the ground. He's going to send it long. He's going to end it with a demo. Team Vitality, welcome to Copenhagen.
Another 4-0, another sweep on the day of almost perfect sweeps here in Europe. There was one game got by Magnifico against Carmine Corp, but apart from that, there were clear winners in every single series. And Stumpy, the players that you're looking at right now, the coach that you're looking at, are starting to look like winners again.
It's good to see Vitality making their way back.